The lies, the distortions, they just keep on coming. Just look now how they are counting. The administration admitting to inflating Obamacare sign-up numbers by including dental plans. Now, that helped raise the total enrollment number above that magic 7 million mark. There's no way to prove that. But the National Review's Gillian Melcher says this really doesn't help its cause when you have to throw in dentists to make your number. Nothing against dentists. I love mine. But I don't think we were thinking of them as part of the number.
Yeah, I mean, I think this just gets down to Obamacare's fundamental credibility problems at this point. You've got Gruber saying behind the back of the American people deceived them. Now you've got some fudging with the numbers. You've got, if you like your health plan, you can keep it. I mean, when do the lies stop on this thing?
Well, you know, you're quite right. We were saying during the break that there have been a lot of things that were promised that are not there. I'm a little bit amazed that more people aren't indignant. Certainly even the Washington Press Corps that bought this, you know, hook, line, and sinker. But that there are a lot of misrepresentations, to put it mildly.
Yeah.
Well, so what now?
Well, I just think it's such a weird thing that they're claiming that this is a mistake. It's a convenient mistake that, you know, somehow pushes them above that 7 million mark. But it's also...
Well, was it understood? You follow this much more closely than I ever will. Was it understood? Because they now say, what are you talking about? Of course, we're always including dental plans.
Yeah, well,
I don't remember that.
It's kind of curious how they're doing it. But I want to, you know, they've admitted it's a mistake. And I want to hammer on that, too. Because even if we give them the benefit of the doubt on this, even if we say, okay, honest mistake, no deception involved here, kind of the whole basis of Obamacare is that these people are good at math, that they're good enough at dealing with statistics to manage one of the most complex elements of our economy. If they can't even count the numbers for enrollment right, what are they doing taking on such a big project? That just blows my mind. I think it undermines their credibility one way or another. Well,
Secretary Burwell did respond to this, saying that the mistake we made is unacceptable. I'll be communicating that clearly throughout the department. I don't know what that means, essentially saying that, you know, oops, you know, give us a mulligan.
Yeah.
It's a lot of mulligans. But I guess what I'm asking is they've been bragging about, you know, the second phase of the sign-ups for this thing has been going along technically more smoothly. Of course, you know, that would be like anything after the Titanic looks like smooth sailing.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering about the other thing they've been telling enrollees, look, you better shop around because you're going to be looking at, you know, sticker shock if you don't. I'm paraphrasing here. But obviously they must be aware people are getting sticker shock.
Yeah, well, I think that's what these statistics show in part, that originally they were saying 8 million people had signed up. Now, you know, it's less than 7 million.
What is causing that, by the way?
I think 1 in 8 people are finding that this is a plan that they don't want, that they're not willing to pay for, that it's not what they bargained for. I mean, 1 in 8 is not, and these are people who are signing up for Obamacare. That's not even the people that have enough problems that they're not signing up for it. I just think that the number game is hiding a deeper problem here, and that problem has to do with policy, bad policy.
So when young people are finding out that, all right, if they get the tax subsidy, now there's a debate about that, and the court itself will rule on whether that even makes sense. But the subsidies don't cut it because they discover they have a policy where the deductibles are so high, and in some cases as high as $5,000. All of a sudden, it's sort of like that great auto plan you have, and you realize you get an offender bender, it's all on you.
Yeah, and I think this is one of these things, you know, I'm always intrigued by liberal grand projects and how if you break down the numbers on them, somehow whenever they don't align, they align in a way that serves a political goal. I think that's exactly what you've got here. This is something that's not playing out as smoothly as the Obama administration had hoped, and the number game is trying to hide that.
Gillian, great seeing you again.
Thank you.
I think, with all these crazy numbers. In the meantime, stumbling around looking for the last bar open